EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, get a 20!
Check, 48's the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
50-50.
Watch the whip.
A first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
White. Hey, Zoo.
Mike 56, Mike 56. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On the draw, it's Pollard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is into the Arizona. Tony Pollard, 61 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Uncorks one for, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Watch tight is right. Joker. Slam.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards for the Lions there and a first down. They run again on first down with Smallwood. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Set. 180. Hey, 22!
Target. Check the backer. 36. Wow.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Switch.
Hey, middle. Hey, easy.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones there to make the grab. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Check 31. Check 3.
Hey!
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
We taking wins home. Ready, go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. They'll run on first down. Smallwood. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd and 1, Stafford, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
All day, just like that, just like that.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Flushed out right. They will find Davis. That's complete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. First down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Check 3, check 3, check. He's coming. We got double up.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it 21-8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
On first down, Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Throwing on 2nd down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 27, Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Trey Flowers. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will swell the lead to 16. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first.
He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
That's it, baby.
Wendell Smallwood, 78 yards, as they are able to cut into that lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
10. Shift.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he'll wind up short of the goal line, so they will not be able to get this back within a score, as this remains a 10-point differential. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On on second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there just before halftime. And even 70 yards. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Ricky. Check me 3. Ready.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Blue 60. 56. All day. Alert. Every day.
On third down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Danny Amendola in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Prater, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
I got 15. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On second down, Pollard. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 60 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Prater for the extra point. And that will get them one closer. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down.
Mike 15. Who that? Set, go. 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Exit.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He completes it to the tight end Knox. The end result, 21 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
No, off. Hey, switch gears. Watch twist.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll run with Pollard. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15.
Get in the weight room. Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
Let's get the ball.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Able to find Isabella. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
We're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right?
Oh, you got deep?
Throwing on first down is Murray. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Mike Daniels in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I'm coming after you.
Check 43. Check your hot read.
Watch twist. Hey, watch the edge, watch it. Go. Check.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll bring up third down.
Ready. And read. We're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Go. Hot seven. Go.
from the gun on third down. Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. I call it no gain there on the first down play. From the gun, they run with Smallwood. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. A run with Smallwood. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 47-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the 50, it's Stafford. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Hey, we go Mike to 48 right now. Let's go. Let's go. Defense is... Mike, 48. Mike, 48.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. James has got it. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. Complete to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check 9.
I'm seeing, man. Fuck that.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Now Prater to add the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
I heard he was one trying to see.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
GM, like I had to check my shit. I wasn't on yesterday.
This will be taken in
saying,
at
like
the
him and
1.
that Panthers nigga was talking about making accounts for going on the
here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Kicked him out the blue unit shit for that. So trying to tell him, I'm like, damn. I ain't even. I'm trying to see what I play. I'm playing this Lions nigga right
Ready to
now.
go
This
with their
playoff
next
game.
drive and at the line, the
game.
Cardinal offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that
Yeah,
knockout.
I guess he finally got tired of getting his ass whooped.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Murray now to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray has got the hook up to McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Oh, man.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Pollard again. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Man, I wish I could have took more time down. 40 seconds, that's a lot, dude. Oh, he needs to still go to win, too. Got hit the first, though. Damn, we having a good ass game, dog. I'm up 37-35. 44 seconds left.
They have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Come on, man.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the screen. 22. Hey, give me radar.
Back to throw.
Oh, good shit. Who is
He
that?
can't get a throw off.
Go
He's
to Rashawn
taken
Gary.
down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Oh, good shit. 4th and 17. Come on, baby. Let's stop him. 4th and 17. One play, you win the fucking game. Win the playoff game. Come on. Come on, baby.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, good ass game.
Hey, foxtrot.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
No shit.
A big loss here as he's
Fucking
taken
go, Cleveland.
down. They had to go for it.
Well, we got you, Cleveland. Yeah, he's happy to get out that fucking Trash Raiders organization. They wasn't using him right. Go, Cleveland.
1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage.
Fucking Cleveland.
This one away. Now here's Pond.
Cleveland.
He's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would just about put a capper on this game.
I'm back, baby.
And that rushing
I took
touchdown
the day off, nigga. Thought I was over with.
just one shy of the
I
NFL
needed the day off to get my mind right.
And we all know
back,
he would
baby.
love to get to that record and even beyond
I
it.
thought Kawhi
But
was
he
back.
doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Oh, nigga say, what? What the fuck are you doing? Oh, man.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause. They're going to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
That was close as fuck for no reason. He said LOLGG. Yeah, that was a good fucking game right there, man. Our defense couldn't be damn. Pollard was fucking them up. He was having niggas wide open, man. Like my secondary gotta get on them. Pollard fucked him up though. I had 20 carries for 230 yards, 4 touchdowns. Pollard was going ham. Let me see, what about the season? He always, no, that's bad. Who the fuck is Reggie Davis? That nigga was fucking me up, whoever that was. Smallwood got that big one. Marvin Jones, Amendola. Cleveland Farrell came through with the 3 sacks on niggas, man. Let's go. Get that big sack at the end. Just, I was playing this fucking conservative as hell. Man, that was a good ass game. Alright, get the fuck out my stream.
See how you do against this.